Why do you always bring me to brothels, Watcher? Why?
And this takes me back to my days aboard the Turgid Trousers. Basically an orgy ship.
Now this is my true calling. Gentlemen, ladies, who wants to pet the handsome fish?
These people don't look like they've seen a walking statue, do they?
The sorcerer rented out the whole of the mare once. That were a night and a half. Literally.
Bet I could do that just as good, if I tried.
Do you think they'll give us a turn on stage?
This is it? Huh.
Feels like home.
Isn't this colorful? Oh, good. There's no horses.
See, this is what the Brass Citadel is missing.
Twice I have traveled with you, and twice we have wound up in a brothel. Shoddery.
Never much seen a point of paying for it myself.
Sanctuary at last.
In what sort of place do people Oh.
Well, do not let me stop you from having a good time.
Got your eye on anything in particular?
I don't know about this, Maya. Sure, they look pretty, but I don't charge.
I have my eyes on you, Captain. Just try to keep it interesting.
This only happens if I get to watch. Oh, you're on your own.
It is nothing to me where you drop your anchor.
Am I supposed to just stand here and watch this happen?
No pressure, Firefly. Let's find someplace cozy. Don't hold back on account of me, Shody.
Any berth'll do so long as you get to dock in it. Ain't that right, Maya? Well, this is real fun.
What do you say to drafting these folk on your boat?
Cool, this be giving me ideas for later, Cap.
I had seen the bathhouse before, but never entered. I admit its beauty rivals even the salt baths of Guelphi.
Now this is a worthy use for animancy. I don't see the point of this. We're just gonna get dirty again when we go back outside.
Sorry, Ishi. I don't think they have a bird bath.
Magic waters. We're like another life ago.
Oh, you look tense, Captain. I have a remedy just for that.
Oh, good. It's time for my weekly cleansing.
Such waste.
You think this place works on bunions?
What a mess. This is why wizards get a bad reputation. Hey, is that an Orlin Cajun back? They don't let you have those in Deerwood anymore. Well, that one's in pretty good condition.
Magic shop, huh? I know a thing or two about making pirates disappear.
Or I be taking Aftis back to the sorcerer. She truly live up the name.
What a stifling little den. Do all wizards hate natural light?
Archimere's auspicious apples lets you see 3 seconds into the future.
I visited Troll's den's more hospitable than this.
Ugh, smells like a deer's feet.
This is why you don't neglect your chores.
It's like a model of Nekataka. Pretty up top, ugly below.
I admit it is beyond my expertise, but this looks unwell.
Ain't city's got regulations against this sort of place? No?
The sanctum is looking wetter than usual, I say.
How long do you reckon it takes for a place to end up like this?
Don't touch anything. Why even have fancy dinnerware if you're just gonna keep it locked up?
Watch your step. All this stuff is a little too out in the open for my tastes.
Mandico, have we entered an archmage's vault or a dragon's lair?
Mayhaps we should have brought more bags.
I smell magic in the air. Or imp droppings. Or both.
He sure hoards enough, doesn't he?
You think he swims in it?
Oh, look at that. It's like a little ocean. Oh, we need one of those for our ship.
Merla, shouldn't those little grubs turn into beetles or something? How did this thing get so big?
Really been making a lad feel inadequate.
Hard to be a farmer and not be thinking about revenge right now.
Wait, I've seen this in my nightmares.
That is disgusting.
It's nice. Far as holes in the ground go, I reckon.
Of all the holes I've seen, this is one of them.
Let's not stand too close to that.
Descanta deri.
Ain't exactly an hole in the wall, is it? On, well, account of it being an hole in the floor. Never mind.
You think the hole was already here, or they dug it after they thought up the name?
Oh, I'll eat anything that isn't hardtack.
My appetite has abandoned me.
I'm starting to miss the gruel and gilded veil.
Romaro ain't never brought me down here. Oh, gods, I miss that man.
Never smelled meat like that before. All half-rotten and briny?
What would you call the color on that meat? Ash?
It's strange not hearing the animances or their colorful curses.
Why would you be a fighter here? You could be lying on the beach.
This place gives me the creeps.
Arnotto. We used to play dice after dinner.
Nothing but ash now. What a way to die.
More ashy bodies, more sucked-out souls.
Well, that foot looks familiar.
Just look at that footprint! My God's huge!
What do you suppose they're doing in that cage?
You hear that? Coming from inside that cage.
Well, reading in Gwithin would be most useful. Perhaps you could teach me one day.
Sure, I can read crazy languages too, just forgot my spectacles.
You read the language of the gods? You really are something else, Watcher.
I don't suppose they're playing dead.
What do you think? Natural causes?
Wondering what killed them. Can't say I like what comes to mind.
I've seen bigger.
Is that who we were looking for? Deader than dust by the Audra Pillar?
I like tile puzzles. I don't think I like this one.
Reckon these symbols mean something. But hell if I know what.
If I'm reading them right, some of these symbols are real immature. That's a big arena. Guess they had enough folks to fill it whenever it was built.
What do you reckon this place was built for? I'll try not to get roasted.
Watch your tail feathers, Ishi.
Well, after you.
Well, at least it didn't catch us by surprise.
That was harder than I remembered.
What's a metal killing machine doing out here by himself in a cave anyway? Collecting his thoughts?
Whew, let me just catch my breath.
Luminous Audra. It probably connects to the pillar in the arena.
Hey, it's glowing. Like it splintered right off of Aethys.
It sure is luminous, all right.
Those belong to the Principi, the most dangerous pirates in the region.
Those flags hanging there. You suppose they got something to do with the pirates?
Be seen them flags? Looks like Benwiff's up and lifted his leg on this here beach.
I know the symbol on that flag. It's for pirates.
I suppose my day's better than I thought.
Well, that's gonna be hard to clean.
I'm going to guess there's souls of the recently departed nearby.
Pirates. They're all over these islands.
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
Someone rode in at high tide, looks like.
The real shame is the color saturation in those landscapes.
That art looks about as good as it smells at this point.
Not much of a treasure, is it?
Suey! Suey! Nah, working rowboat would have been too easy.
Oh, quaint place. The Republic sure know how to gussy up a village.
By Ngati, you would not guess that these were once Juana lands.
I've missed this place, though not Thorol's porridge.
Do I hear a tavern? We picked the right island to get marooned on.
Port Maje is a quaint little town, but not a bad place to spend some time.
Seem to remember picking you up round about here. Forget something, did you?
Ah, we're back. Wonder if Wangleth's still in a mood.
Better see what that crowd's about.
I sailed through here on my way to Nekataka, saw the dig site. The man in charge of the excavation was quite set in his theories.
Still seeing spirits? Hopefully they're not as troubling as the ones you saw in Deerwood.
Still seeing ghosts, huh? I suppose you're stuck with that.
Who all are you talking to? Wait, are there souls here? Tell them to come look at my lantern.
Smells like home, doesn't it, Ishi?
Now, where did I put my flint and steel?
Do these people normally leave this much black powder lying about?
Anybody mind if I smoke? I'll be careful.
Diverus, are the Rawatayans here to colonize the Deadfire or blow it all to pieces?
You lot, old course. I'll be staying back here, not getting myself blown thrice to shit and shit again.
Is it me, or is that an awful lot of black powder?
Aethys was here all right, and it looks like he was headed to that lighthouse on the western end.
Well, at least he's easy to follow. Headed right for the lighthouse.
Unless there's another Colossus in the area, I think your green god made for the western lighthouse.
I doubt anyone other than Aethys could have created that footprint. But look, the lighthouse is to the west.
Our green friend walks with a heavy stride. Akara, we should check on the lighthouse west of here.
That's Gon's footprint, and it looks like it's headed toward that lighthouse to the west.
Aethys was here all right.
At least he's easy to follow.
Aethys was here, check. Let's not hang around and wait for the other shoe to drop.
Lest you be knowing another lad in need of bait-sized shoes, it'd be half likely that your green god stomped his way across this backwater.
With a footprint like this, one must wonder at the green god's other dimensions.
Would you look at the size of that footprint? Ain't no one can fill Gon's shoes.
10 galleons and 5 days of cannon fire could not have caused this much destruction.
Oh dear. This is even worse than Port Marche.
Well, looks like this went about as well as you'd expect.
The sorcerer plundered a parcel of powder headed here once. This sad sight almost be making me feel guilty.
It was hubris to settle in a reef full of snakes. Rawatai can take a lesson from this.
This here's a lesson learned, I'm betting. But at what cost?
Another shining example of Rawatayan efficiency.
Romaro had no end of tales about the snake folk. Weren't a one of them ended happy.
Damn it, there's too many. We shouldn't go in without a plan.
We should find a way around them. There is no reason to fight any more than we must.
Who's in favor of the long way around?
What I wouldn't do for a mongoose right about now.
Maybe another route, Captain. One that does not take us into the snake's nest?
I never did like snakes.
Behold, the migration of the coral naga.
The snakes are fooling themselves if they think this is over.
If I'd known there were that many in the water.
That's right. Keep slithering.
Not unlike a Duke's Gala after the last of the good ale has been finished.
Don't let the door hit your scaly behinds on the way out.
It's beautiful. I know it can kill us, Captain. Just let me have the moment.
Has it been this way since the age of my ancestors?
I suppose we're heading straight into that.
I hope you got a way of turning off that storm. Looks unfriendly. Mean-spirited, even.
To think, this storm has been here since the Ingwithins left Eora. Little wonder that Ukaizo has been lost for all this time.
Don't be thinking at it too hard, Cap. It'd be right hungry for an ill wind.
It's even scarier than in my dreams.
As long as we keep Adair quiet, this just might work.
You want to play pirates? Let's play pirates.
I hope you have a plan for when someone sees through this charade. We would have an easier time playing Adira diplomats.
Be walking casual, Cap. No, more casual.
Good, they bought it. Now let's try not to blow our cover.
Gotta be a way up.
It is smart to take the covert approach. Though a part of me wishes we could flush these rats from this Valian fortress.
Ain't never snuck into Deadlight before. Never had call. Be keeping a weather eye peeled for a way up.
Now we sneak up to the fort, hunt for a way in.
So much for the subtle approach.
Time to drown some sea rats, Captain.
Perhaps the direct approach is not the most likely to succeed. But, Diverus, it is the best way to flush these rats out.
Ah, shit, Captain. Suppose it be the hard and bloody route, then.
Shall we pillage the pillagers, Captain?
You see angry pirates. I see souls rotted on the vine.
Couple more of those, they're gonna start to think we're up to something.
At least they asked us nicely this time.
Even pirates are mindful enough to catch on if we keep this up. We should be more careful.
Right, wonder they ain't strung you up, Cap. Best not be pressing your fortune.
You did not notice our escort's wandering hands, I'm sure.
Too many times, and I reckon one of them's gonna sound the alarm.
It must be dinner time.
Either it's someone's birthday, or we need to arm up. Maybe both.
That sounds like an alarm. Did you know you would be fighting an entire pirate's den today, Watcher?
Fuck me. That loud honking horn be meaning we got a fight on our hands, folks.
A curious way to announce guests, Akira.
Does that mean they're on to us?
Oh, this should keep them busy.
I'm surprised it ain't happened sooner. Still, worth be getting a move on while eyes be averted.
While everyone's gawking, we ought to sneak upstairs.
Is it just me, or are they all staring at us? Nothing like winning a contest when you want to keep a low profile.
Have fun nursing your hangover while the rest of us get to work.
Abaddon's iron scrote, Cap. You be the right hard bastard I took you for after all.
Enjoy your liquid courage, Captain.
That's sure to call a guard down. We best make for it while they're occupied.
Anything this closely guarded must lead to something important.
Benworth be behind these doors, no doubt about it.
If it's locked tight, it must lead deeper into the fort.
Be spying them crates on that there crane, Cap. Then the casks of rum we be after.
That's the crane with the rum, right?
Things have certainly gotten lively.
I am amazed these people ever have time for piracy between their parties.
Ain't no crime in having a drink or two, Captain. What do you say?
I say I am tempted to join them and begin a new life.
It sure is nice when folks kick back and have a good time.
A shameful waste of a harpsichord. Now there's a showman.
I should go to more concerts.
Merla, I bet he never expected he would go out like that.
Benworth were twice a twat, but that bastard could spin a right fancy tune.
At least he ended on a high note.
Gruesome.
Brig be just past here, Cap. Hope you got your headset straight about this.
This here must be the brig.
This is going to be loud, isn't it? Hey, I want to sound the horn if you're not going to do it.
This horn don't bring Benworth out. The bastard's like he's not already dead.
Before you sound that thing, let me cover my ears.
This is about to go badly.
That's going to cause a ruckus.
God blows one of them horns, Cap. We all be getting blown. Up, I mean.
Don't let him blow that horn.
Usually there'd be a switch or a fella you can thread and open it.
Ain't setting sail without getting that door open. Bound to be a lever around here somewhere.
Gotta be a lever nearby, right?
Forge ain't far from here, right up them stairs. Got a particular smell it does.
You cozy up to the awful vines. I'll find a way around.
Would it help to water them, I wonder?
I'm all for the path of least resistance, and that's going around. There another way we can go? I think that vine just shook its fist at me.
Them vines can be damn good fun in the right setting. This ain't it.
Those vines have reaped as many souls as I have. Reckon we ought to skirt their reach.
Was this wise?
Mother Ngati comes to greet us.
I propose a new rule. Let's not touch anything. I'm excited to know the next part of the plan.
The Nguithans built this place to last centuries. But they must not have predicted you would pay them a visit.
You sprung us up a leak, Cap. Fancied a swim, did you?
Well, that sure helped.
I don't know how we're breathing, but I'm not complaining. Ishi, don't go far.
At least I don't need to hold my breath, but something about that pool makes me want to.
The air down here may be breathable, but that doesn't make it sanitary. It's great that they got air down here somehow, but I wouldn't mind if it smelled like something besides rotten fish.
I have read that the inventor Rivera has experimented with devices to bring air underwater. But this appears to be something on a far grander scale.
If I done told Romero there were air underwater once, I told him 100 times. That old salt be owing me a soule.
I'm glad I'm not drowning, but I gotta admit, Breathing underwater makes my head hurt.
Step lightly. Tentacles ain't half as fun as they be made out to be.
Mother, forgive me in advance for slaying this beauty.
Forgive me, but this is the last time I follow you anywhere underwater.
Madico, I thought we already killed you.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
As impressive as these Anguithian machines are, they are always dangerous.
Should we maybe consider not touching anything? Just for once?
I am not eager to visit Ngati's Coral Hall. Take care what you do.
I have a feeling I'm not going to like what happens next.
Never seen one of these machines that was anything but trouble.
Machine this old and salty. Figure it'd be twice like to break, is not?
That there is the legacy of the gods.
Oh, this fish has met his match, I say.
What are the odds of us escaping without facing that?
I got a good way with animals, but it might take me a bit to calm that fella down.
This may be the first time, and I hope the last, that a building has roared at me.
Huh. I ain't never upset no building before.
Sakes alive, I think he's mad.
Ishiza, don't you dare eat that.
Smells like Ngati's outhouse. Not entirely unpleasant, though.
Is it just me, or do those seem larger than normal?
They grow 'em big down here.
I do not remember them being that large in the White March, do you?
I've never seen him get so big, have you?
Most curious. Perhaps they grow larger at greater depths?
That symbol. It looks like the one we saw on the abandoned ship.
So this is where the Wahaki roost. Don't mind me as I take down our coordinates.
Not my first visit to Oriokoiki. Akira, hopefully not my last.
This place looks nice.
That symbol. It looks like a variant of the Leaden Keys insignia.
Reckon that's one way to settle an argument.
Well, these things happen.
May I step closer to you, Captain?
Is that how everyone handles disagreements around here?
Probably just insecure.
Pirate debates are about as sophisticated as I expected.
A tongue be a right sharper weapon than a pistol. But a pistol'll do in a pinch.
An excellent first act. The ending felt rushed.
You're telling me they don't get to shoot 'em or anything? I want my money back.
Was that supposed to be a comedy?
I'd see it again.
I almost felt like I were there.
Our temple plays aren't half so entertaining. Let's watch it again.
Oh, a marvel. Oh, I could spend days studying this. I don't suppose that's the plan.
Belfetto. What an extraordinary machine. It is a shame this has been hidden here for all this time.
That device. A mechanical aora, I say.
Ishi, fly up there and crack open one of those bronze eggs.
Watcher, ask them if they got a model depicting hell.
Oh, Ramora'd be half-hearted this side of this. Weren't a star he didn't notice, Sailboy.
Smells like a rat king died in the wall.
How cozy.
No one's here. Perhaps that's for the best.
Place smells this bad. If the owner ain't dead, there's no excuse.
Nobody be home? Fucking surprise, that. I wouldn't be living here neither.
Smells like a pig pen, if all the hogs were dead.
Tell me this is a costume party.
Captain, may we go home? I feel unwell.
I do hope we're not on the menu.
Not the prettiest crowd.
What is this place?
Ain't nobody gonna believe me about this place.
This is not right. Not by a long shot.
I get to smash the next orb.
Must we destroy everything we pass by?
Are you sure that was wise?
Now everybody can go back to being normal, hungry monsters.
For them, it's going to be like waking, but the nightmare goes on.
Oh, who could have seen this coming?
It's like that night in the Wild Mare all over again.
Well, this livened up.
Think they still be serving? Ain't no shortage of stiff ones.
Now their minds are shattered, same as that orb.
When you've heard one captain's tale, you've heard them all. Right, Captain?
I would miss our crew so terribly, I say.
Gotta remember that story for scaring little kids.
Tiverus, there is no end to the horrors of the Deadfire. Though we have no reason to seek such a place out, I am confident you will take me there eventually, Watcher.
This old salt be reminding me of Remoro. Were he twice as old and thrice as salty?
That's taken impressment of sailors to a whole nother level.
Well, this is a whole lot fancier than what we've seen. Who do you suppose lived here, and when? That seems a little too nice for a place like this.
Beautiful. It is a good thing pirates did not reach this place before us, or it would have been melted down by now.
Nowhere in the Isles have I seen such craftsmanship.
If anyone wants to drag that back to the ship, I'm game.
Never seen anything so pretty in my life.
Fascinating. And in remarkable condition, given the surroundings.
A Oaxaca tribesman once bedded me in a similar ruin. Not the most hygienic evening.
Gives me gooseflesh just looking at this place.
Suppose we be going in there next? With the traps and the spiders and the gods knows what else?
I can see why few have ventured here. The stench alone could turn an Aptapo's stomach.
Reeks like spoiled vegetables and bilge water. How's about next time I choose our vacation spot?
This place makes me think of an old neighbor of mine. Couldn't stand the artwork. This reminds me of parts of the Seathwood I'd just as soon forget.
The plants have minds of their own, I say, and sharp teeth.
Well, looks like the tree took a real liking to him.
These trees have an ill will. Perhaps it is best to stay in the water.
Makes me regret all those times I told Kana to eat his vegetables.
If I get snared, don't leave me behind, please.
A lesson here. Be screwing a place long enough. He starts to screw back.
So, are we dead now? You're supposed to be the expert here.
This is not the Coral and Bone Hall of Ngati. I do not belong here.
I knew those damned animancers would be the end of us. This look right to you?
This is not where we are intended to be.
We actually here, Cap? Or do we just think we be?
Can't say this is what I imagined hell would look like.
If I feel cold, which part of me is doing the feeling?
I've seen more inviting whirlpools in my day.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you. Could have used one of those vortexes back when we were traveling with that stupid priest who wouldn't shut up. Creepy one with all the sex diseases. You know, the one who kept running about.
Go down that hole, Captain. You ain't coming out again.
This is why I safeguard the souls in my lantern. Traversing hell ain't always as easy as it ought to be.
Until now, I thought all this might be an elaborate joke.
We should spend more time in my mother's realm.
Yes, let's all pretend that was completely normal. Oh, he'd be great at parties, Remergond.
Certainly these beings have our best interests at heart, do they not, Watcher?
God, I'll never stray again if you just keep me away from Remergond.
But there was so much. So many more questions.
Kara, I say the Animancer's Tower has seen better days.
I've got sea legs and land legs, but whatever this is, no good. I'll try not to vomit on you this time, Ishi.
Tell me this is the last time we trust these animancers. Seems awful underground for a tower.
Perfetto, it worked. Well, perhaps it only half worked, but this is not where we are intended to be either.
I'd be half sure this ain't Nekataka. But only half.
Oh, I'm about to be sick. And this sure doesn't look like an Animancer's tower to me.
True physical translation. I suppose I found that drink.
Well, not the first time I've been surrounded by explosives. And hopefully not the last.
By Ngati, a single spark would blast the city to Margaren's anus.
Remind me not to cast Rolling Flame in here.
Anybody mind if I smoke?
The Rawatayans must be mad to store this much gunpowder beneath them.
I'd best dim my lantern, just to be safe.
I do rather enjoy puzzles.
Anyone bring a spool of fishing line?
God, and now there'd be glowing crystals and mushrooms. I'd rather it be full fucking dark myself.
So it's right, left. No, wait. Right, left, straight. Oh, hell. I'm lost already.
I could swear we've been this way before.
Captain, have we... No, ignore me. I am mistaken.
I believe this place is leading us in circles. Or worse.
It'd be like a Kif's mine in here. Or switchbacks and false starts.
I'll just say another prayer that we can find our way back out.
Know the best thing about beetles? Fucking nothing.
One bug, one bullet.
They're creeping up on me, Captain.
I'm going to have nightmares about this for weeks.
These fellas have ruined their last harvest. Let's get them.
Good thing bugs don't bother me. They're swarming from the walls.
Candles lit in an abandoned temple. We saw this in Gilded Vale, too. But I doubt Aethys is keeping these flames alive.
Anyone think we're alone? Me neither.
Someone really ought to be tending those.
Sometimes Aethys likes to keep the candles burning in his church when no one's around. But that ain't Aethys.
Looks to be a real warm welcome, Cap. Like that thing hanging off Ngati's face.
Place is deserted, but the candles keep burning.
If that's a baby Zorup, his mama must be half as tall as this whole building.
His markings look familiar. How do you suppose he wound up here?
Nay, it cannot be. This is the same worm from the Temple of Helia.
All right, we're gonna go in there and pretend to be judges and say this is an illegal trial and now they're on trial.
I wonder if it's too late for a trial by combat.
Need I remind you of what happened the last time we interrupted a trial?
In the Republic's judges do not wear masks. Only executioners.
Never were fond of courts. Always favored my own justice.
Would you say this is gonna be a trial by fire?
Nice that they got a whole room where their skeletons can relax.
Ishi, you're shivering. Stay close, boy.
Something touched my leg. Captain, we should leave.
Do you hear that?
There'll be a whole lot of hostile down here, Cap. Be keeping a weather eye open.
You hear that? Whispers in the darkness. Whispers from the grave.
Do you feel that, Watcher? Thoughts on the air. Like snow flurries with sharp edges.
It is so cold down here, I almost miss my old feathers.
I don't like this cold either, Ishi.
Won't someone wrap me in their arms to dispel this chill?
I knew I should have brought something warmer.
Oh, why you be shivering? On account of the lack of fur, is it?
It's cold as the grave in here.
Mountain that looks like a skull, big evil monster statue at the entrance. I've got a good feeling about this.
Nobody make this thing sneeze or we're all dead.
This does not look promising.
What is this place? Other than nothing good, I mean.
Think I saw this place on a chart once. Or mayhaps on a tattoo.
That right there is straight from one of my nightmares.
Quite a party. Can't wait to meet our host.
Set me loose on those drums and you would hear true rhythm.
I'm afraid I'm not dressed for the occasion.
Fantastic. I got 5 flakes on Kif's sacrifice. Any takers?
If my folks were still alive, they'd never believe the things I've seen.
Hey, how high does this thing go anyway? We're gonna run out of mountain soon. Usually this'd be where they'd tear your throat out.
An invitation? Or a trap?
Maybe she's... full?
Easy ahead, Cap. She ain't all teeth yet, but tides change.
Hail, daughter of Ngati.
She almost looks docile, don't she?
Maybe they'll be right back. I don't suppose I'd stay here long either. It'd be nice if those Valians went ahead and disarmed all the traps for us. And now we're out of the wind. What else could possibly go wrong? This is slow going. I'm never going to get all of this out of my shoes.
Ishi, get in my pack. Too windy here for little birds.
To shelter, yes? Before my hair dries out.
So much for misty jungles and crystal beaches. We'll be fine. Just try not to breathe going through.
Diverus. At times like this, I'm glad Helia gave me these eyes.
Die for dang munching gods. There be sand getting up in places I forgot I fucking had.
Good gone. Gert's gonna get everywhere.
Hey, look. Free camp.
Island life must not have agreed with them.
This bodes poorly for my countrymen.
There'll be a lesson to learn here about mercantile types and hostile environs. One ends with us taking their stuff.
This looks downright hospitable for an abandoned campsite.
Dust off your feathers, Ishi. I don't like this.
Sand has encroached in all the wrong places, I say.
I'll be smelling the booty from here, Cap. And I'll be over here practicing my phrasing.
I'm all right. Tad windblown, but no worse for the wear.
Don't go near that thing, Ashiza. Hurts my head just looking at it.
Ugh, the tentacle rots from the base up, I say.
Tell me you don't plan on connecting with this pillar? Think I found the problem.
Ain't never seen Poxiadra before, Cap. Ain't never got this queer feeling in my head neither. Ugh.
Looking at that thing's enough to make me queasy. For the love of God, don't touch it.
Ugh, this drags on worse than Kana's poetry.
For this, I left the guild?
There sometimes be advantages to standing short of a bar stool. This ain't one of them times.
It's like moving through molasses, ain't it?
That right there is why you always check for traps. That looks like a warning. Hey, they're pretty good at that. When did they learn to do that?
Well, I don't see the point. Ishi gets it.
Almost enough to make one feel self-conscious.
Just once, can't these things appear someplace nice? Anybody got a chisel and some wheelbarrows?
Even in this state, it is easy to see why Luminous Adra is so prized.
Cool, that rock be a pound or two of gold, Cap. If you can get it into our hold.
You seeing what I'm seeing? It's gotta be the peak.
Stay sharp.
Unfortunate. Let us not repeat history.
Poor swabby. Still, better a spike in the side than a spear up the rear.
What got that poor soul? Let's not let it get us.
That reminds me of the Ranganui's shooting gallery.
Come no closer, fiends!
Madiko! They're coming up the walls!
Avast! Next time we be bringing a boarding netting.
Watch your back, Watcher. They're coming up the walls.
Never done a royal before. First time for everything.
Captain, it isn't too late to turn around.
I don't think they'll be happy to see us. We must move quietly.
The faster we get out of here, the better.
Darnation. I've never harvested a royal soul before. First time I've ever had royal blood on my hands.
That's been a long time coming. Good work, Captain.
Oh, gods, what have we done? What have we done?
I hope this does less harm than good, but I don't see it.
Rauatai and diplomacy. Disgant.
Another nail in a Deadfire's coffin.
We've put the Huana at the mercy of Rauatai. I fear we've done a great injustice. I don't relish what we've done, but if Rauatai can truly establish peace here, then it was worth it.
This was a slaughter. Think anyone survived?
Tread carefully. There may be other Naga nearby.
The water shapers must have been completely unprepared. This was a massacre.
Ngati's lamp. What happened here?
Oh, someone forgot to invite us to the party.
May God rest their souls.
Romaro always told me never be riling up the snake folk. Suppose this be why.
They're playing my favorite song.
Captain, is it not too late to simply sail away?
The Rawatayans don't do anything in half measures, do they?
I don't have a head for politics and schemes, but it's hard not to think of Duke Avar and what happened after.
Don't suppose it ain't too late to drop anchor and let these sad bastards off one another? We could swoop in after, pick up the pieces.
Sometimes the ends justify the means. Sometimes you've got to do things you don't want to do.
Now you've done it. Think anyone will notice?
I say we bring the fist of the gods down on our enemies.
I suggest we don't go back there anytime soon.
Oh, that takes me back to my childhood.
Merla, I did not think the explosion would be quite that big.
Margarine's flaming tits, Cap. The sorcerer ain't never did nothing that folly fish fucking mad.
The gods sure do love you, Watcher. Never met a man so lucky.
If I don't survive our adventures, promise me you'll burn all my books.
Dead, I say. This poor woman.
No one to check up on her, I guess.
I've seen worse.
Ishi, please don't peck out the eyes.
Captain, that smell will not wash off without a fight.
You're not going to ask me to carry that, are you?
Been feeling lonely?
Is it now your habit to go around collecting corpses? I thought you were content with lost souls.
There'd be some booty I'd stop well short of plundering myself, Cap.
Any reason we're taking those? I'm guessing that soul's long gone, huh?
Water shaping is impressive, but I had not thought of it being used for such mundane purposes.
I want to clap, but it'd give us away.
Any captain worth his salt could have done that without the fancy powers.
It's clever, I'll give him that.
The sight and half that be, Cap. Damn near wets the eyes.
We may be the first kith in centuries to set foot in this place. Hopefully, we will live to tell someone about it.
Ah, isn't this charming? Well, no welcome's better than a bad one.
There's a point when architecture is just plain evil.
Could we not sail somewhere cooler?
This where Gone stormed through? At least the docks are still intact.
Your instincts were right, Watcher.
All right, we're gonna do this.
I'll take aim at his nose. You go for his ankles.
Is that really Aetas? I thought the descriptions were exaggerations.
Vowels hidden, fiddly bits. That be one vast, ganchuin cocksucker.
I've changed my mind. I would like to return to the ship.
Good Gone! He's even bigger than I dreamed.
Ishi, now is the chance if you had any second thoughts about this place.
Watch your footing, kids. Excepting if you can fly.
What a glorious hole.
Reckon this is what happens when you try to keep a god from enacting his plans.
You spend your whole life thinking you're a giant, and one day that fella shows up at your fortress.
Bet you wish Cad knew it was this big.
How old is this fortress? It is incredible that it even exists in this place.
Aye. Let's be building our huge fucking fortress inside a volcano. Right, fine plan.
That was awfully profound.
A whole archipelago to explore and we end up here.
I could have gone my entire life without ever seeing a dragon. Should I be thankful or spiteful that you always head straight for them?
For a place filled with flames, it's awfully dark in here.
That smell. I hope it's just their cook burning the meat.
Faith, 'tis a right foul stench.
Ishi, don't let your feathers catch.
Oh, I think that were a person, Cap. Ugh. That too.
This place smells and feels like hell in the stories Uncle Angbert used to tell me to make me behave as a child.
Oh, Margarine's fiery flaps. That be a flogging dragon, that be.
Ain't she a beauty?
If it has survived this long near the keep, we may be able to reason with it.
I never saw such creatures before joining your crew.
If that ain't a creature born of my nightmares, I don't know what is.
Who's right primed for a bashing?
Ishi, now is not the time to start molting. I'm stressed too.
What are these giants preparing to do? Attack Aethys. They will die to the last.
A whole mess of firebeards up there, all with the pointiest bits.
Oh, can we not reason with the gigantic flaming marauders?
Tell me we aren't gonna fight them all at once. Better yet, what if we didn't fight them at all?
Always seemed real cold to me for a fire god. Like she'd rather see you die struggling than offer help.
Wonder if she has a shorter sister.
I wonder what she thinks of all this. Seeing her creation snuffed out as easily as a candle's flame. Does she feel anything at all?
Ugh, like her eyes be following you.
Oh, this would brighten up my quarters in the guild.
I can see the fury burning in her eyes. What a hateful goddess.
It is so quiet. How many has Aethys killed passing through here?
I guess everybody slept in. At least this means they're all dead, right?
Nothing good comes from this much quiet.
Know any good drinking songs?
Must every room be so hot?
Did Aethys do this? If we have to make some kind of stand, this doesn't look like the place.
You're telling me this place was welcoming before Aethys showed up?
You ain't leading us into certain death, are you, Captain?
Is it too late to discuss my fear of heights?
They're with gone now.
You're certain he wanted us all to come?
Do we tap him on the shoulder? I don't want to startle him.
Now's not the time to have any sore feelings about your smashed castle.
I wish my diplomatic training included the polite way to get a god's attention.
Aye, he'd be big from down here, too.
Smaller than I expected.
Have you ever seen anything so awe-inspiring? Behold the power of my god.
This isn't good.
I'm gonna miss the outside world.
I didn't like that exit anyway.
Merla, at least it was not on our heads. We will need to find another way out.
Whoa, and here with me thinking the whole point of the land be that it stays fucking put.
Oh gods, we're trapped!
The volcano rolls in slumber, I say. We should not be here.
I thought the volcanoes in these parts were dormant.
Should we be concerned about that?
Do these places always make such a fearful noise?
Ain't the volcanoes in Mogren's Teeth supposed to be inactive? I got a bad feeling this one's waking up.
This does not sound good.
All right, that one felt more serious.
A ship shakes like this. It'd be past time to abandon it.
I'm thinking this place ain't gonna hold up much longer. What say we hurry, Watcher?
We should move quickly.
Too late to turn around, Captain?
I do not know much about volcanoes, but when they keep rumbling like this, that is not good, yes?
Fantastic, Cap. Fucking fantastic. Don't suppose there'd be another entrance?
Supposing this volcano blows, what are the odds any of us but Gone survives it?
Shouldn't they be leaving too?
Ishi, I don't want you playing with those big birds.
I hope they do not dine on fish.
Careful! All this rumbling's riling the critters up good.
I don't like this, Captain.
It is not just the mountain that awakens. We disturb the fires of Mogren herself. We stare down the open jaws of Tongaloa. Captain, it has been an honor.